like they have the tiny blink, but
Total spawnage.
I think they don't feel the need to rush. They have a better team fight draft. They have like Tide Warlock, and they also have the Naga. Usually when you pick Naga Siren, you kind of play a very dishonest game, where if you're taking a 5v5, you're doing something wrong. Is the usual attitude when it comes to these games. It's like someone has to go back and deal with the wave, or we're cutting all three waves. We always see them, so the second they split up to do something, we're gonna catch someone out. Underlord was picked to prevent this to some extent, and even the Tinker prevents it, right, with the ability to like teleport around to creeps, eventually to heroes. So they have the tools to make 5v5s actually happen versus Naga, which is good. It's just a question of how kind of Compromiso abuses it, because it's still possible to split them up.
30 seconds to battle.
A little less in their toolkit available, and you know, we are, as you mentioned, terribly struggling against the illusions of the Naga. I do enjoy seeing that Underlord picked up. Firestorm, a great tool to deal with them. Eventually building into Crimson as well, you know, reducing the damage output, or giving your allies some block towards it. But how are Compromiso gonna get across the map here? I look out and I see a lot of slow heroes. Are we looking for like blinks on Tiny, blinks on Tide?
Yeah, just like a blink Tiny initiate. I think honestly, Tide doesn't even need to get a blink early.
Okay.
I guess it's a bad Mage Slayer game. Like the way I would see it is like, oh, he can go Vlad's Mage Slayer and be really tanky, but Mage is, it's not good versus TB or Slardar. Underlord, it's fine versus.
Right.
But in that case, it's, you know, do you really want to buy it just for the Underlord? Like the Wind, it's also not that good versus.
No, probably not.
So maybe we'll go in early blink. It's just I see it more as like your Tiny's gonna go in, but you have so much backup for him between the Warlock and the Tide, even if they show up late, that you know, you can just kind of let Tiny do everything that he wants to.
Right. Now, Gunnar, walk me through this top lane here. Underlord, Windranger, Warlock, Naga. We see Windranger bodying the hell out of the Warlock. Of course, Panda's got the Shadow Word to heal back up. Do you think this is any kill potential here, or are we just gonna see a battle of attrition?
Usually it's just a battle of attrition with a Warlock lane. Like either you go the heal and you just heal and trade like he's kind of doing, or you go Fatal Bonds and you shove. It's just his carry doesn't really provide AoE damage. I haven't seen too much Underlord recently, but I know this matchup is really good versus Naga. Like I played this one before. It's pretty much just free farm. Like Underlord honestly should win this lane very slightly. Purely because of the Warlock. Like Warlock's not gonna let you stomp the lane, but still a good time for him. I'm sad he didn't go to Cleave though. That was my preferred fast actually.
Oh right. But this Ward just seems so weak.
Yeah.
Like I've never had a problem for the minions like coming out of the gate for me, you know.
Exactly. Every time I've taken this one, it feels super underwhelming. I don't know. The cleave is so cool. If you've ever played versus like a Brood as Underlord with that one, because it's the cleave radius scales off of how many stacks,
how many kills,
of your, like passive, right? And so if you get this like 400 damage after you win like a team fight versus a Brood, so you get all the hero kills, you get the spider kills, the cleave is like past your screen. It's this huge green arc that just covers like, feels like half the map.
You make Sven jealous like that, you know?
I remember I played, I had some cool build I would go. I think it was,
of course,
I would go Gleipnir, back when it was built out of a Maelstrom. And then like Sanj and Yasha, I would duel lane with an IO. So I'd have like the IO buff me up, and I would just go like a right click Underlord. Go like Treads, Sanj and Yasha, Gleipnir.
Now,
the good old days.
The Gleipnir.
Radiant's courier has been
Would it buff your cleave with that facet?
So I think back then, this was before Gleipnir was AoE. It was still built out of a Maelstrom.
Right, well, I'm talking now, baby. We're in the future.
Nowadays.
Nowadays.
I don't... probably.
Like, gotta get in the lab.
I don't think I've ever seen someone have Gleipnir on a cleave hero.
All right. And not the normal expectation here, but neither is Wonder Kid eating all these right click. Leo Style goes under the tier 1 tower. TP coming in. One more click will do it. Leo Steel gets first blood. Gives up the ghost to connect. Appropriate voice line. Oh, Sunspan. There we go.
All right, a little 1-for-1, but yeah, the starter mid. So it was picked to counter the Tiny in the lane. It followed him even the way to mid. After that kill, he's up 400 gold, so the lane's going pretty well. And also, again, like, the Tiny misses XP. Like, those deaths, I would say the gold isn't the worst part. It's the fact that the guy who dies first usually is missing, like, a creep wave at the same time.
Right.
So
that's why so frequently you'll see like buybacks come out that early, just so you can get back and get that XP, right?
Yeah, that's why they're buying back in your pubs when they get solo killed.
Not my pubs, Gunner. Come on.
No other reason that someone would buy back after getting first blooded. Yeah. No, you're right. Exactly.
It's the XP.
Yeah.
Experience
XP.
rage. All right. Let's go in for Orbit Corrosion first rip. Looking to really lean into this minus armor aspect. Of course, the agility. Nice against the physical damage of Wonder Kid. Do you vibe with that? No or no?
Yeah, I think it's just a feel-good item. You get a little attack speed, which is super value on starter. You get a little extra slow.
Oh, slowed under that tower. Tossed back with fear and connect. It is a sniper. Rada shows up, but for what, yeah? Just like that. Reversal of fortune. And, Terrorblade found a crack in here. Adrian trying to get away. That Kraken Shell active coming into play, as you mentioned.
Yeah, right now it's 70 damage block whenever he activates it, which is pretty much all of Terrorblade's damage, especially if it gets anchor smashed. He's doing 0.
Right.
So.
Oh my god, that's disgusting, man. It should heal you. You know, like
it used to
tickles you, makes you laugh.
There was a time that I think negative damage was actually a thing. And so if you did...
Oh, we got some positive damage here. Underlord gets roamed on, and his support is mid, helping with the rune, but even Wonder Kid gets that.
Yeah, it was... I think I remember seeing the reaction. It was Razor and Abba. And if the Razor statically someone so much that they had negative damage, if they hit the Abba during his ult, he would actually take damage. Which,
oh man.
I believe they've changed it now, so like your damage can never be negative. Like you'll just go to 0 and stay at 0.
Yeah, I think that was also tied to the plus healing buff, or the plus healing rework. Like you can't get over 100%, something like that. I think those are tied together somehow.
Because I think you used to be able to go like to negative 100 healing as well for some. There's been some funny interactions in Dota.
Right. Speaking of funny interactions, just a little bit of a standoff here in the mid lane. Underwood taking a massive stack here. Gets found by the supports. And Wonder Kid gonna... Oh, he's looking at it. Palm rubbed together. Slardar stepping over to dissuade him though. And Underlord resumes, is taking up the stack, puts the pit down, but we see a Naga show up. Power shot not really doing too much as the toss up. Gonna be a lot of damage, and a tree toss will not do it. But the illusion!
Why'd he turn?
Get some the illusion. Another turn as we see Wonder Kid trying to get away. Beautiful song sung by Dad. Oh, does he? Oh, no. He's gonna stick it out here as we see MJZ arrive. 17 wand charge, but with 5 empty slots there. You love it. Oh no, Leo's still fast in the river. Gets the crush off through the avalanche stun. Can they run him down? Early power shot, brings him low, and laser damage adding up, and crushed are his hopes of survival.
All his work. He's the song, they bring every hero to save him, and then he just goes for the power rune again. Goes down.
Connor, he should have taken your advice and just simply TP'd, you know?
Yeah.
When will they listen? When will they listen?
That's just like, it feels bad. Dude, it feels so, especially if you're the guy that makes a mistake. It's like, oh, go dodge this gank, and like someone saves you, helps you dodge, and then you still just die anyway. Or it's the other bad ones, like, guys, we're making a move top, be careful bot. And then
you're not careful bot.
Isn't careful, you die, and it's like your team gets a kill top, and instead of it being like a safe trade. Ooh, nice Sunder by Wits.
Bot. A big move with a Sunder, yes. Wits is ready for the attempt, and a TP in, or ult in from the under one. Hit down, holding it in place. Good. Yes, Ravage available. You lose your goal, and he's back through. Looks like a solo kill came out meanwhile, but a beautiful toss into the Ravage combo. Blink Dagger, who? Never met him. However, Wits is well acquainted with that Panda. Does Prada get out here? Does Prada get out? Yes. Level 8 tide.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That was a bit strange. I think they could have bursted the TB with like a Ravage plus the Warlock on Rip, but they're kind of holding their spells. He gets the Sunder off, and it could have been a turn. I think with maybe one extra TP. Did the Sardar have, like, if the Sardar was able to, oh no, it was cooldown.
The Sardar was dying solo to the Muerte.
Oh.
Yeah.
Solo.
Yeah. Yeah, it was no other assist, or no assist in that kill. But now we see a little more action, a little more support here for Sardar. Let's get that benefit of the Shackle here. Bonds, but no Golem. And an Arcane Rune going to Leo Stilo. All right.
Thank you.
Liking how involved Leo Stilo is here and getting a fair amount of support. Every other play, it seems, working towards that Blink Dagger. You think this is a good blink timing for a mid Slardar? Or are we lagging a little behind with these 3 deaths?
This game's okay based on what's happening. Also because he bought Orb Corrosion, right?
Right.
Like, the first item timings always matter what you're buying before it. We've seen in the past, like Tiny Mids, for example, will go just straight Brown Boots Blink. But you know, we see Wonder Kid, he's got Soul Ring, he's got a full wand, he's got Windlace, he's buying Phase Boots. So you're not going to look at this and be like, oh, why is this Blink Dagger not at 13 minutes? Why is Blink Dagger not? Why doesn't he have it already? It makes sense. He's buying these like other smaller items to kind of help the early game. So far, not necessarily paying off, being 0, 3, and 4. But
right,
it could be worse. You know, like, it's hard to say. Maybe he dies even more without these items. But it's a choice he made, and so the game's gonna be a bit slower too because of these lack of blinks. Unless the mids can kind of just like walk at you.
I saw the mid try to walk at the Muerta. Didn't really go too well. But let's see. So Leo style with his ult gets a total of minus 14 armor. That brings the Tide way down. The Tiny below 0. Pretty much everybody below 0. Just the Naga breaks even, I think. Maybe we can expect to see some Ghost Scepters picked up this game, Gunner.
Probably not.
Okay.
Maybe the Warlock will buy one.
Yep.
But like, where to kind of has a built-in one with ult, and then you don't really want to buy it on these cores. So.
But Muerta could have 2.
Muerta could have 2.
Very appealing. Muerta could have 2.
I mean, Muerta's technically the best Ghost Scepter user in the game, right? Because she can attack well.
Yes. Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
So technically, she's the best.
Oh, and gonna be another tier 1 going to no one, specifically on the Dire. Perhaps a bit of lapse in communication there. Is it worth to just get your Naga somewhere else, or your just yours across the map there? Last hit on the tower has to be like way worth, right?
It's a bigger difference for it to get denied than for no one to last hit it, if that makes sense.
Right.
Like the difference between someone last hitting it and someone and then no one versus like no one and it getting denied, it matters way more that it doesn't get denied. But definitely getting a last hit is, I don't know the exact amount of gold, because I think I remember that there's everyone else gets slightly more gold or something if no one last hits it. There used to be a weird calculation.
Understood. The bounty's more evenly distributed.
Yeah, I don't remember the. Let's see. It's gone through some changes. Like the gold formula is always
Radiant structures are fortified.
a little different. Let's see.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
We'll get a chance to see it in practice here as another tier 1 is going down mid, and Underlord in place to steal the Wisdom Shrine, does it successfully, trying to get out through his twin gate, but gets interrupted. 4 seconds until that gate expires. Your one-way ticket is no longer valid, my friend. Frank trying to get out, but will be put away in a body bag after that tree toss.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like you just lose 120 gold.
Damn.
Dire's
So it's
top
not like
tower
divvied up
is under attack.
more evenly.
Yeah, so the last is just 120 gold, and then everyone gets about 90 gold.
Gotcha.
So just you lost 120 gold, which honestly, if you think about it, it's not that much. That's about 3 last hits of creeps. It's nothing like crazy. I think it used to be more in the past. But again, the big one is the deny. Because something I don't think a lot of people know. Like I remember some of my teammates like a year or two ago didn't know this. Is that when you deny a tower, instead of the gold, the tower gold being split amongst the team,
right?
Both teams get 50% of the gold.
Right, you get some, yeah. Oh, but no, Slardar not gonna get any gold. Just a golem. And that's an Echo Saber on our Slardar. No blink yet.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He's definitely struggling in this game. He skipped the blink on Slardar. He went for the Echo Saber, which I kind of get. He wants to be tankier and actually fight rather than just like... He doesn't have follow-up. It is the big thing for a blink. And so at this point, it kind of feels like he's going to blink in, and then the one of either he doesn't stun the Tide Ravage, doesn't stun the Tiny Avalanche, doesn't stun the Warlock Golem. Like, even the Muerta Deadshot will stop. So there's all these different things that are going to kind of catch him out.
Dire's top tower.
So it makes a bit of sense that he's not really committing to this whole thing.
Sure, you can pick up the blink later as well. And another shard we aren't really super interested in seeing goes to the Muerta. Little spell lifesteal.
Yeah, big spell lifesteal on the support.
Little amp. You know, two charges on that Rector actively. Not bad, not bad. What is the story here that we're looking for? Naga is starting to get there. Has her Manta and her Orchid flying out. Blink Dagger on Adrian, the offlane Tide Hunter, who went Blade Mail, by the way. Just to maybe dissuade the Slardar from going on him.
It's good versus TB, it's good versus Slardar. Tinker, like very slightly, you run through the March of the Machines.
Sure.
I would say the cooler thing that I really like personally is the Yules that he's gonna go for next as his like big item. Like he'd probably buy the Shard first because Shard's so good, but the Yules is really good this game.
Okay.
It's almost a necessity versus Tinker, as yeah.
You need the dispel, right? And we see,
yep.
Yeah, that's brutal.
This is Orchid.
Oh, good Orchid timing here. 17 minutes, and yeah. Yule's dispel on the
Tinker, because it's one of the only ways to catch him. Yep, the defense matrix, because it purges the shield plus it does damage. It's a purge for the wind. It's another TP cancel for the Underlord, so you can't just ult out as easily. Yeah, I just like it. I know from playing with like Copy, he's like probably one of the best Tinker players in the world. He's been level 30 in the hero forever. Every time we play for Tinker, he's like, guys, how many Yules are we buying? Whether it's a support or a support.
Just having that inside knowledge of how to destroy the Tinker. He's like, I know its secrets for good and for evil. So maybe better question, how do you protect the Tinker? Has Copy shared that knowledge with you?
No, because it's kind of like his support these days. He just gets annoyed when it's a support because he wants to play it instead.
Alright, well, we're going to see a support get popped here, but I don't know. Wit's the victim of the golem. Song coming in on the back line as the pit catches out Panda. Sunder is used, and gets that low, but the Ravage will stop Witz in his track. The Manta dodge, but the net pulling him back into the fight. Right clicks go out, but he dies. Slardar likely next on the chopping block. Wonder Kid claps him down. Hit out from Underlord as the toss gets him out of it. Adrian full health under the tower, walking down. The big beastie and Underlord getting very low. A couple more right clicks bleeding forward after the gush will do it. MJZ, let's take a look. Okay.
He's TP'd in front of the
Toss
he
the
just TP'd in front of the tower.
Toss the goal? Can you throw the goal?
You can.
Okay. All right. Well, Wonder Kid, an exercise in patience, ends up getting killed eventually. But I feel like that's a huge break for Compromiso.
Yeah, the whole fight was just I just don't think that Starbucks has damage. Like there's definitely a big damage and team fight issue for them. The Underlord's pretty low on damage in these fights. The Starter's also pretty low impact. So a lot of it is just on this Terrorblade, who's he's not having a good game either. So it's kind of like, who is going to carry the fights? Usually you could say, we can sustain through everything, and the Tinker will just survive, but there's so much damage and teamfight that the Tinker can't really fix these issues single-handedly, at least not yet, that the game needs to get delayed for quite some time, which is possible, right? There's a Tinker, there's a Terrorblade. Even Underlord is pretty good at kind of delaying games.
Right.
So as long as they're able to slow it down, I think that's what they need to do.
Gunnar, what are some ways that the Starbucks roster can pick up some damage? Is a shard on Underlord? Like you throw Firestorm on your Slardar when he goes in? Is that viable, or is it a little like sideshow acty, a little gimmicky?
It's a bit gimmicky. It's not the
not all reliable.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower
but something that is reliable. This Atos dispelled by the Manta.
Is under attack.
And that's going to be a tier 2 right for the taking. Naga level 17 here. Gunnar, as you mentioned earlier today, these illusion-based heroes tend to struggle with experience just due to the split push nature, killing camps away from your hero. Dad, not struggling with that at all.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
All right, Leo.
Is there something about Naga that makes it different for you, or is it just the four hero kills?
Just in terms of like how strong?
Leveling on this illusion-based hero.
It's just the kills. Like kills give so much XP that, and the fact like, I think it was basically just the last team fight he got kills in, right? Where they got like all 4 kills. So the later you get the kills, the more XP you're getting because the enemies are higher level. I also think Naga
just tower is under attack.
Pushes out lanes with their hero. Like a good Naga side knows how to farm. Okay.
Taking a look. The Prada getting out to the high ground here. Big shackle on the tide. No blubber purge in that, but the tree toss will not get the kill. The chase is on, however. Steps back with another toss. Will do it. Yeah. 4 staff purchase on Tinker also.
Oh no.
The
Sardar's gonna get caught.
This is not great. Leo Stilo, no manner of escape. Will just accept his fate. Bites the bullet and takes the death. Now 2-6 on our Slardar. Rough draw for a Starbucks.
I'm worried about the amount of times that they're kind of getting caught out and not really getting to farm.
Radiant's middle tower is under
It feels like
attack.
they're not able to really do anything. I think the cores, specifically the offlane and Underlord and the mid Slardar, are like super struggling to kind of find a place in this game. My concern with the Slardar mid was like, I think it was good for the draft, but they had to pick a stronger damage hero than this Underlord. Because if you look, he's kind of not really able to play the game. You know, every time he steps up, he dies. He's about to be 0 and 5 after this death. And Starter himself doesn't provide the damage. Neither do the supports. So it's like, look, TeamCompromiso just keeps getting to run in. They're all full health. Every fight, they're full health no matter what.
Everyone's full health after this song. Yule's on the Tinker, that Dispel, keeping him in place, and the damage on arrival. NJZ down. And Starbacks contained inside their fountain. Terrorblade is here, and perhaps a final smoke coming out. I don't know if I don't want to be the bearer of bad news to call it a little too early, but man, looking rough.
There's no rock.
No rock. Here we go. Stun onto 2. Crush coming out. No execution, but one dead off rip. Now tied in on the background. Slardar just dead immediately. Yule's buying some time here, getting them all onto Prada. That's a dead Wind Ranger. As Witz is killing the Golem top. Maybe would have liked him in the fight, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. Maybe just buying time, getting a kill with that Rax.
And there's probably two sides. I don't really see much that Starbacks can do to stop this push, because there's a full heart on the Naga Siren.
Oh yeah, she's had that for a minute now. Going for the Bloodthorn. Ravage also available on Adrian.
Yeah, he didn't even have to fight. Like, Starter went in, and then he just died. He's like, okay, like I'll hold my ult.
Yeah, I think I might save this for a rainy day. And Leo's still gonna make it rain here, getting a puddle on the low ground. Net coming out as well. Adrian stepping up. Dead in the water with the Ravage after the toss back. Yeah, MJZ gets alley-ooped to his death. You gotta imagine that coordination coming out from Wonder Kid and Adrian. That's wait Ravage. That throw. And we're going for another alley-oop. Yep. And it might just be a slam dunk here with that damage from the Bloodthorn. Holy. That gets another rooted. But Witz, okay. We have a good game called, Mr. Gunner. 25 minutes into this game 1. It was. I believe this may have been our quickest of the day so far. Joining us, you are tuning in to game 2 of TeamCompromiso versus the Starbacks here in the DreamLeague Season 26 closed qualifiers in South America. Oh, what a voice line coming out from Wraith King. But forget Wraith King, you got Gunner on the mic joining me, Malibu Jesus, today. And we will see. This is an elimination game. So Starbacks putting all of their hopes in quite a strong draft, as you mentioned, Gunner, with the premier heroes in multiple roles. MJZ dropping a smoke on the ground, see if he could get a little cheeky play, maybe show on a ward, then knowingly back up. Is that the move, do you think?
Yeah, it's probably that we got scouted. He, especially now that it's like your courier delivers it and you can instantly move it in. Allows you kind of cheeky plays.
30 seconds to battle.
Oh, dude, so beautiful to see it happen in front of us like this.
And they're all scouted by the tree and top, so they know exactly where everyone is.
Right.
Also, the fact that they don't see a Wraith King here at the tree.
They know he's by himself.
Yep.
Oh, poetic. But can they find him?
Yeah, they see him on the ward. Look at this wrap by MJZ.
The battle
MJZ doing the most here, putting those legs to work.
Don't do it, Dad.
No
Don't
skill
go.
point yet. God, he just lets it. What a veteran move. Commendable.
Wait, is it commendable yet? Ooh.
Oh no,
For the long
did I
way.
curse him? Oh, the void into the impalement arts. MJZ still tagging around, just out of range. Maybe, indecision. Kills his chance to get involved there. But Wraith King loses about half his health.
The river movement speed is such like a funny thing.
It's crazy, right?
It's so much movement speed. Like, he was dead without
we take a look top. We take a look top real quick. There's some action going on. And Witz falling victim. Panda,
first.
you know? Yeah. All right, the bottom, dude. Oh my god, it's back and forth. The Wraith King gets punished. They know they have 3 heroes centered top, so Starback's able to punish this Wraith King by himself.
Yeah, I think someone made the call like there's 3 top, and they hardcore dove him. He did also go for the Bone Guard level 1. So I like this change a lot. They have buffed Bone Guard quite a bit, and I think they maybe slightly nerfed the other facet. It was like Spectral Blade, I think it's called.
Yes.
And in the past when Wraith King was picked, when facets first came out, you'd always go this like Spectral Blade. You'd crit him, you'd effectively get like a second crit kind of would like come out at this like delay. But I really like the Bone Guard. It helps his laning stage a lot. It helps his like farming speed before the Radiance. And this game, it even looks like he has an armlet queued up, which he might go either instead of the Radiance or like as a pre-Radiance kind of fighting tool.
Sure.
I think the hero is definitely a lot more stable with the Bone Guard. Like,
yeah, it just lets you keep those lanes shoved in. I know the Skeletons, I feel like they got a buff in their damage, but top side, no bones about it. Centaur locked down, and Wits throwing those right clicks will hit the Sprout. A couple more will do it, but Gannett gonna get the Crystal Maiden under her own tower. The disrespect.
He like got kind of body blocked by his own Sprout. Just one hit away from killing him.
Quelling Blade, good item.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever forgotten to buy Quelling Blade with Nature's Prophet? It's like the worst shit in the world. Because like sometimes in your starting items you don't. Usually I don't buy it. Genuinely, like unless it's a Nature's Prophet. Like most heroes you don't really want to buy it. You'd rather just buy an extra. You know, if you're a strength hero, just like extra gauntlets, extra branches, just more stats rather than like quelling. Oh, walk into the lane. You show up in the lane. I see the tree and like hit me once. I'm just like, oh no, he's gonna hit 2 and sprout me, and I'm gonna feel so bad.
I didn't buy any tangos because I was waiting on the bounties to give me gold for that. I don't have a Quelling Blade because I'm just good at last hitting. Yeah. Yeah, it's at least it doesn't leash you anymore. Level 20, right? What a brutal talent that was.
Oh, and also when it pierced BKB?
Yup, and also. Just brutal, man. Ooh. Okay. Bottom lane down here. Let's see, look, 16-4 to 16-4. The core is mirroring each other perfectly. But another Sprout gets Gannett quite low. Right clicks landing, and the Treant will get the kill for Wits. Damn, the action just doesn't stop here, folks. 2 die in the bottom lane. Prada and the Night Stalker. Or Prada gets the kill on the Panda. And Night Stalker falls.
To Panda.
It's Panda. It's Panda Prada. Is that a -1 as well? No. No brain drain.
No, he was
coming out
dead
for the silence.
unfortunately.
Yeah. Any Bone Guard charges, just 1. Gonna be silence after the last word. Yeah.
Just, you know, got some casual back and forth. I think these lanes definitely you can feel that the laning don't feel as one-sided draft-wise, and so they're actually getting pretty even. They might go God here.
Oh, they are. The silence is adding up over time. He dies, but will he get a post-mortem kill? The crit lands, but no such luck. Night Stalker looking strong.
This Wraith King innate is honestly, it's really strong.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, it gives him bonus damage, gives him attack speed. Well, not damage, but it gives him attack speed, movement speed, and you can also walk over trees.
Yep.
Oh, Wits TP's mid.
Trees, yeah. Big kill mid, and Nature's Prophet got the Orb of Corrosion. Prada, another kill on the Silencer? With the last bit of nighttime, they get it. Oh man, this is an amazing start for his Starbacks here.
Radiant structures.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of what we said, how like I think their draft is actually giving them a chance at this game, and you can see.
Oh yeah, the teams are so much closer than that game 1 signals, I believe. Oh, but Leo Steele, can he live here? Gannett on the outskirts. A dead shot and a right click might do it, but it goes wide. Remnant out. will not be interrupted. Wonder Kid now 6, though. Will be in a better spot to fight upon return. CM gets her TP canceled, I believe. Or she canceled
herself. Yeah.
Okay.
Decided that she was going to be late to the Power Rune, and or it wouldn't matter if she was there for the Power Rune.
Gotcha.
Decided, I'm going to stay top, keep securing my carries farm.
Sure. Leo still gets the amp damage rune. So, no foul. All right, taking a moment to assess. 6-2, but just a narrow net worth advantage for the Dire. What are we looking at here? The Storm sitting at 42-4. 10 last hits ahead of the Ember. Boy.
Yeah.
Wraith King.
I mean, he did die once on the Storm, so it's not end of the world. Yeah. But like, definitely in this game, they're both in a pretty even spot. I would say, like, you'd be happy to be either one of them.
Sure. Good thing was he died before 6, so he doesn't lose any of his galvanized stacks as well.
Yep.
That he gets from that level.
That's the worst. It's like you get ganked and you're like trying to get 6 in time, but then you don't get the zip outs, and then you waste all the galvanized stacks, and you still die.
Right. Oh man, what do you think is more frustrating, that or losing stacks on your old Bloodstone?
I think Bloodstone.
Yeah.
I also think Bloodstone was based on how many you had, right? You lost just like a third of it.
Yeah.
You just lose 3.
It was brutal. Just that you died twice, and it's like, well, this item
structures are fortified.
pretty worthless.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I remember rebuying Bloodstone.
Oh, that's amazing.
Because it'd be like you're 6 on it, and it's a long game, and you're like, I need to get like my 8 charges
a fresh start, right? Do you think you should be able to rebuy BKB, or would that be too broken?
No. That was a terrible time. Oh my god, I'll never forget. I watched some like 100+ minute game, maybe longer. There's a lone druid, and the other thing back then was because you could rebuy it and get full, like a new BKB, like fresh charges, you couldn't sell BKB. So he just had like 4 BKBs in his phone. Because every time that they'd go down to 6 seconds, he would just drop it and buy a new one.
Right. Oh my god.
I really think it's better that you can sell it now and just...
Yeah. Oh, but more on that later. Adrian, a little globe. They are diving this Nature's quite nicely. Goes down dead for 20. Return kills coming out. 2 dead on Compromiso. Maybe a worthy sacrifice. Dad has the ult, but does he have mana? No, he doesn't. Goes down without it. That's a huge misstep. 3 now dead on Compromiso. But looking to balance it out, another right click from Wonder Kid will do it. Oh, Frank. Big Papa Frank showing up.
I don't think they were expecting that. I don't know if maybe Panda had a Lotus. Maybe it was like too stressful and he wasn't able to Lotus him or something. But they definitely were expecting the Wraith King's ult to pop there. And slow everything. I also think Wonder Kid would have lived if the Wraith King, like everything would have been so different if this ult goes off.
Those are huge slows, both attack and move speed with the reincarnation. It's like 75%.
And also with the facet, it spawns skeletons when you die. So just like, because it's 2 skeletons, I think, just total, but that's still a lot of damage.
Yeah, 49 damage per skeleton right now. You get bonus damage on the hero. Adds up, especially this early in a game.
The nerf, it went up 25 mana the last patch. Went from 200 to 225.
Rough. And this is like he's a master tier Wraith King too, so he's been set in his ways for quite some time. I don't feel like the mana cost on reincarnation was changed for a long time. Gotta read your patch notes.
It used to be 140, right? I think long time ago.
Oh no, Wheel of Wonder coming out. A good answer for the Stampede, but he gets around it somehow. Does die. Giving up the ghost. Connect checking for the ward, but does not find one.
is under
on that
attack.
side.
Radiant are
A little to the
scanning.
left.
You're kind of getting a bit outmoved. Like, Estar backs has
Yeah.
really nice out movement. Good kind of responses to these aggressive moves, but they're not also falling the trap of only respawning. Like they just, some teams will do this thing where they'll like AFK farm all 3 lanes, and then when an enemy dives you under
Dire's
tower, then they'll
bottom
all
tower is
TP.
under attack.
And because they're all not expecting the dive, then their TPs are slow, and the guy dies first, and it's bad, and then you're now all stuck together,
Radiant's
no TPs.
top tower is
But
under attack.
their reactions, I think, have been
Dire's
good,
bottom
but they're
tower
also
is
the
under
ones
attack.
forcing out reactions from the enemy a lot.
Right. Do you think that's
Radiant's top tower
primarily
is
a
under
result
attack.
of the draft style? Like here, we have the global presence from the Prophet, and just Night Stalker taken to the sky, able to navigate the terrain fearlessly, silenced the silencer. Leo style, gonna confirm the kill there. A shame, you know, Compromiso haven't been able to take a fight with Global yet. Silencer just having reached 6 there. They're gonna lose their tier 1 because of this move as well.
Under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
All right, now it's 5-13. They're up, I think, almost about 3k gold on Estar backs. And game is
Radiant's
definitely
middle
looking
tower is
a lot
under
more
attack.
stable for them. There's nothing really that they have to be concerned about. Like, Dodd's having a very good game on the Wraith King. He's top net within the whole game, but I don't really know the power
Dire's
level
top
of this
tower
hero
has fallen.
in this current patch. I've seen it kind of carry games 1v5 before, but
Oh no, Wonder Kid covered by the global, but taunted by the wheel. Will it be
Ooh,
enough?
zip.
Deadshot coming in to rescue him at the last second, zipping away. Stampede getting them in the
Dodd's
fray here. The Radiant rushing forward. Dodd leading the charge. Whoopee cushion to the high ground, and Whoopee gets out of there. MJZ TPing out as well, and a beautiful disengage. Starbacks
bottom
reinvigorated
tower
with
is
this
under
draft.
attack.
They're warming up, Gunner.
yeah, they definitely look. That game was just, you know, first game of the series. I can't even say first game of the day, but
Oh,
definitely looking a lot
okay.
better.
Had mana for reincarnation that time. Happy to invest it for the tower here, but if you do not get it, oh no, Frank with a blink.
Die.
Oh my god, you gotta get away from that spectral agent here.
So proud of.
I don't turn for anybody, but Gnek might just turn tail and not even get out of here. Panda chased on the high ground. Frank level 10, taking full advantage of this nighttime buff. Impalement art off the mark, but you know what, Prodigus showing some support for his Night Stalker.
All right, so what started with a really good save on the storm ends up with them chasing. You know, trying to get. It's always the chase. It's like,
It is.
okay, guys, we saved the storm. We can walk. Why? It was so good.
Gunner, I don't think they've learned the same lessons as you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a very difficult one to learn to not chase. Don't worry. Sometimes I forget that
Right.
lesson too. It's like you get the
Oh, man.
bloodlust.
Radiant's
playing the
bottom
game, you're
tower
like,
is under attack.
Oh, they messed us up. We can go. Like, they wasted their ringmaster ult, guys.
Right. Oh, Frostbite, a beautiful spell into the fear, the global. It's all there. Bring down the storm. They wasted their fear, they wasted their initiation, but they get a nice reward for it. Yeah, Gunner, I feel like sometimes even like playing in stacked Dota is more like me and my other 4 brain cells, you know. We all get bad ideas and just kind of egg each other on. It's very dangerous, but you know, these guys are different. They're athletes.
They're built different.
They're built different, just simply built different.
Dire are scanning.
What do Compromiso need to do to get a handle on this game and
Radiant's
stop the
bottom
bleed?
tower is under attack.
I think Dodge showing up to these fights is good, but he needs a little bit more help. I think in the last one, like the
Radiant's
storm was
bottom tower
disengaging.
has fallen.
Neither core was there to help him on the like chase. The centaur wasn't there, and the storm had no health. So probably as long as he's able to play with the core in these fights, he actually will kill heroes. Because his damage is really high. You saw the ringmaster pretty much died in like 1 second. As long if he had any control, ringmaster was dead.
Oh, the Starbacks making quick work of the Storm and MJZ, even committing the freezing field. Might give up the ghost, pops the wand to reach in a little bit. Oh, everyone's getting scared. NJZ does go down, but is rewarded with the shard. Crystal Clone, a fun little spell.
Dire are scanning.
Unless you're an offlaner, suffering, getting rooted up.
Yeah, I mean the CM shards.
It's brutal, man. She just gets a free 4-stat freeze on you, and then frostbites you again. You're like, okay, great. I guess I'll just stand over here by myself. As Dad wishing he was by himself. Gets to the tier 2 safely.
It's like you get rooted, then he clone roots you for another 3 seconds, and then the original frostbite's up, so you get frostbite again. And then for 9 seconds, 9 seconds, you're sitting there.
Yep.
Okay, I would like to attack now. I'd like to move now.
What's more anti-fun? That series of events or Silencer Global with Reverberation?
Silencer Global. Frostbite, probably?
Okay.
I think at least when you're getting global, you can move a bit.
Right.
You can attack.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower
Multiple frostbites just feel like you get put in the cone of shame, though, you know?
Oh my god, if they have the snowman, he has the snowman immortal.
Dire's middle
too
tower
good.
is under attack.
Speaking of too good. Smoke coming out. Wonder Kid leading the charge.
Radiant are scanning.
1 stack of galvanized. Can you go below 1 stack? You're just the base stack?
No. So the galvanized has 2 parts to it actually.
All right.
So it has the one part which is the stacks, which gives you 0.2 mana regen, and then you have like a different calculated stack that is never removed.
Oh, the permanent.
If that makes sense.
Right.
So you have like a permanent 0.1.
Right.
So every time you get a stack, you're actually getting 0.3 regen, not 0.2. It's just that only the 0.2 is losable.
Well, you know, death is not permanent, even for Muerta, who's certainly surviving this gank. Okay, nice job, Muerta. Connect. TPing out. But yeah, 0.3 right now, or 0.5 cumulative 0.5. For 0.5.
So he's got the 3 from leveling up the first time, and then he's got the 2 for the kills.
Gotcha. All right, expecting to see some more kills here. Gunner, Starback smoked up
Dire's
on 3.
bottom tower is under attack.
Who are they gonna get?
They pop on Adrian.
Oh, they do pop on Adrian, silenced up, but gets out a little bit. He is so tanky, dodging the Wheel of Wonder. He does walk into it, explodes the damage coming out, and Leo's out joining the fight here. Stampede for what?
It was like nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, no one came in afterwards. They feel like they popped a lot of their spells.
They still have the global. They can maybe look to get a pick. Frank is looking with his vision.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, Frank is killing it. And, yeah.
Not the D word.
D word obtained and -1. A demerit, Mr. Frank. Now we're up to 2 brain drains. You'll love it.
That was certainly a choice. It's not even like he knew, like,
Radiant's top tower
they could
is
be
under
anywhere.
attack.
Like, they're not here. Like, they seem to, like, he saw them. He had full vision, prime vision. He was just going around, but yeah, I don't know.
Like, what are they gonna do? Kill me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
in
got
fact,
me.
they are. Oh. Didn't expect it. All right. But expect smoke coming from the river.
Dire's middle
Adrian
tower
leading the
is under
charge. No
attack.
stampede. Who do you got to find here? You looking for the Ember? Looking for the Prophet?
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
I mean, Ember would be the Prophet's the best, but it's like really hard to find this hero usually. So Ember's like the best value they can get. Prophet actually,
Dire's middle
like
tower
value
is
wise
under
in terms of
attack.
effort, is really up there because of the kill streak. Kill
Right.
streak deaths matter a lot. I know for me, from a core's perspective, one of the reasons why I would rather take kills rather than my supports, like I want the last hit,
Dire's middle tower is
was
under attack.
specifically for the kill streaks. Because on your support, it means that it's like, it feels way better when your support gets picked off than if he has a kill streak. Because look how much
Right.
they got. This is a support pick. They got like 1,000 gold split amongst their team, plus they got bonus experience.
And he's very easy to kill.
Yeah, he just kind of flops over and dies. He's bottom net worth on his team. It's not even like he's having a crazy game. It's just like his stats. He's like 5-0 at this point. His first death of the game. Don't steal the kills if you're not willing to end the game with your deaths.
Right. Time to grow up and just realize, Prada, that you can't just die like that. You gotta toughen up now. Right? You got responsibilities. You got a family to provide for. The rest of the Starbacks are depending on you.
I mean, a couple more kills like that could be pretty impactful, honestly, for how this game plays out.
Top tower is under attack.
Net worth, they're only up 5k.
Radiant
and I feel like Radiant's Wraith King now online, Blink Dagger purchased as well. You're hitting a fairly impressive power spike as far as your carry goes. No other big items. Atos is nice on the Muerta to enable the Wraith King. Stampede, of course, on your Centaur. Going for a couple Force Staffs across the board as well.
Yeah, I think Force Staff's a pretty good item in this game. It's like you always think about the Night Stalker and the Sprout. Like both of those two things are, even the Wheel.
Sure.
Just helping people kind of kite. I don't know. I think Force Staff's in theory one of the best items for a support.
Let's see who wishes they had a Force Staff now. Global coming out. BKB on Frank on the back line. Will they be able to lock him down? Flying over the trees and into the river. No, sir. But Ebola onto two. Rooted up into the stun and the taunt from the wheel. It's going to pop here soon. Centaur going down. Who's next? Wraith King's first life in the river. We see a freezing field. Maybe we can walk on this once it's frozen solid.
Wits can't fight this.
No, he cannot. To death, the Night Stalker and the Puppet Master, the Ring Master himself, Leo Stilo, running low on mana. Big wand available and a magic barrier. Wonder Kid and Dad, afraid of the Ember as Wits TP's in. Seemingly nothing but Ebola constricts the Wraith King, cutting down the tree. Oh, and that's his first life, right? Or no, that's his second life. Oh my god, yeah. And Leo still gonna be punished. They bring down the Wraith King. But was it worth it? I think that gap is shrinking.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So in the fight, what happened was there's a really good Wheel of Fortune on the backline. It caught both the Centaur and the Wraith King. Centaur gets really popped instantly. Wraith King is able to hit the Nature Prophet like once, and then he dies. And then there's just like 8 skeletons all beating on the Nature's Prophet on Wits, and he has to BKB TP out from just the sheer amount of skeletons. So it's actually looking to be pretty close. I know these fights are like, that fight overall is a win for Compromiso. Like they gained like 600 more gold. They gained a little bit of more XP. It's even, but that's what you want when you're behind, because like an even gain for you just means like the difference between you guys is less, if you think about like the percentage wise. So anytime you get these like even fights, like you're happy. And again, Wraith King is feeling like one of these types of heroes that can definitely kind of carry the game. Like he has enough built-in damage with his guaranteed crit and stuns that he's strong.
All right, let's see. What else do we need to enable this Wraith King, or just time?
Probably just time.
Do it himself.
One more item. I think if the global is able to be used in a more aggressive way, rather than like the Stampede and the global are both used defensively to kind of kite out this Night Stalker.
Buying time,
yeah, I think if they're able to be the ones that are like, we're gonna go on Ember, and we're gonna kill Ember with a global, that's probably a better, use of their spells.
All right. You just gotta. How do you do that? You gotta be under your own vision. Like Night Stalker is a nice way to counteract that.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of how they want to take these fights for Radiant. I think Dire has a really easy time, right? Like Night Stalker blinks in, he ults just like this, right? Like, you see the
just like this with a ravage from the Reap the old croaker says, Ribbit.
Look at him.
As Dad going back into BKB, not going to beat up. The skeletons are furious. They bring him down in whips, trying to TP out. Doesn't want to use his first life. Gets it successfully. The chase is on. What else can we find? Nothing.
Nothing. That's all.
Nothing.
Still, I mean, dude, the Ravage creep. Every time. At some point, just BKB. Like, you're fighting this neutral, you got, it's a BKB.
Right.
It's a menace.
Dude, look at Frank's quick buy. He's like, I'm gonna eat every croaker that I see from now on. And Wraith King,
We're done.
a little bit of frostbite going on, locking him down, and now he's afraid. Big whip as Wits getting eaten up, a big zip. The global containing him on his first life will resurrect here soon. Do you have the gas in the tank to kill him or cover him if you are a Starbacks?
This is scary,
front is
I
broken.
think, for Starbacks. This might be a bit
It
too far
is.
if they keep chasing.
But Leo Style knows no fear as Silencer falls. Looking for one more on the high ground. Get Ekta fall. The supports are dead.
And zipping back, Storm retreats. The Starbacks
I think
get
there was an
that
angle
double shot.
for like a re-engage there.
Radiant structures
If
are
the cores all
fortified.
jumped, because the Nature's Prophet BKB'd a bit early. The
Yeah.
Ember's running out of remnants. It's a scary call. It's one of those things that
But you gotta be brave.
Right.
even then though, I don't think that was necessarily the worst fight. Like, you're trading two supports for what, the Aegis, and you know, Night Stalker went down at the very start.
Yeah,
I think you take that. Night Stalker plus an Aegis for two supports.
absolutely. I'd make that deal. But,
I
I
mean,
mean, you're
Radiant's
without
bottom
global,
tower is under
you're
attack.
without reincarnation, and we're going to see a Starbacks take advantage of that. They smoke.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Circles drawn on the map. Wonder Kid hit with the 8 goes into the silence, has to pop the BKB and walk away. Is there an angle to re-engage? No, but Wraith King, oh, on the map, TP's out. His dad's senses were tingling.
Refuse go.
Knew he was in danger.
Aren't dad sentences more like, you know, for a child or something?
Dad's strength. Yeah, his skeletons, you know, he had to
Oh,
to make sure you get out. Exactly. We're gonna see no skeletons protected here, but bones are bleached in the sun as Winterkid falls. The Stampede now coming out. A little rich there, Adrian. But I think he was frostbitten, so wouldn't have been able to get out. BKB on
Yeah,
cooldown too.
He's
just
done,
a little.
done for.
Yeah. Dunzo.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Flames.
Oh, and that's a tier 2 tower. Night Stalker taking it for the Treant.
Radiant's
Till it
middle
counts.
tower has fallen.
Amp damage rune spotted out in the top side of the river. Big pickup for that. Any objectives that you can take with that?
The seeds of force.
You're going to be fighting in
it's
the
just a
global,
fight.
right?
I think it's just like it's like a go angle. You just use it to win this next team fight that it occurs.
Good
Sure.
Like Starbacks
Go,
they can casually play this game. There's no, okay guys, we got this DD. We have to do this objective. It's all right, guys. Let's play the map. Like, we should force when we can, but
Pull roots and run.
the one thing I'm looking at is I keep looking at Dodd because I feel like he's the
tower is
hope
under attack.
for Compromiso in the
Sure.
second game, and he's finishing his AC. He finishes level 20, so he gained about like a 90 attack speed or something, 100 attack speed just now. Got some minus armor, so he just got insanely strong.
That's
Also,
a
cool
huge
things
timing.
were everything he took were the stun talents at 10 and 15. So he now has a 2.6 second stun that lasts. It also slows for 4 seconds. So he's super strong. You see, they instantly smoke up with his level 20 AC timing, and I think anyone he goes on, there's gonna be a follow up from the storm. Like, Ember will just die to a stun.
He's got the BKB to work with, so if they don't chain it together well enough,
Radiant are
could see an
scanning.
escape. But I don't think we have. You've got a Force Staff, you've got a
Dire
Glimmer,
scanning.
but no
Dire
Dispel.
are
You can put him in the
scanning.
These dire
box,
scans.
right?
Oh no!
Dire
Make
scans.
the play. Make the play.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Not
attack.
gonna make it. Gunner, you said the scary game, but you got to be brave and compromise. So make a compromise.
Power devours me.
if they followed through the timing of that smoke, so Dire pressed two of their scans, and the first scan was protecting the Nature's Prophet. Their movement, the way that they moved, by the time they got to the path where the scan was protecting him, it would have actually ended. So if they kind of followed through with this play, they would have caught the Nature's Prophet like half a second or a second after the scan, you know, was just like, because what happens? Like, oh, I'm safe. Like the scan was green. There's no enemies here. I can farm this extra camp, and then he dies. Oh, they're so close. They're so close.
That's a Reddit post. That's a Reddit post waiting to happen. Scan broken. Valve, please fix. Oh, all right. But you don't get anybody off that smoke, unluckily.
You miss this really big timing.
Has Wraith King shown with this AC yet?
Yeah, they know. I think nowadays I feel like item timings aren't. It's much harder for items to be that surprising because you can just click heroes wherever they are. People have to show at some point, and now every player does like the freaky thing where they just like check all 5 enemy heroes at all times. And,
yeah,
like, they'll be like,
I mean,
this
hell,
guy
we
has
saw
this
people
component.
like nightmares of people using the smoke bug where you had to like manipulate. Yeah. So if that's happening, you know, people are checking inventories.
There's been like that. I mean, there was like the original version of that like a year ago, right? Or a year and a half ago, where you just see the updates of wards and smokes just naturally. You didn't have to do anything crazy. They would just disappear.
Right. I do remember I used the ward one very frequently, but I feel like that was less of a bug because you didn't really have to interact with it, you know, it would just happen. But Ember Spirit getting caught out. Stomp missing the mark here, and a global coming out to cover them. BKB used the second silence landing on his Stilo as he looks for purchase here. Wraith King in, but rooted immediately. MJZ on control duty.
Ember's kind of
on the high ground here. Yeah, has the BKB and fly away. Big zip in here to cover, but the carnival attraction does step right up. First life used on Wraith King. MJZ very low. The skeletons doing a lot of work as CM falls. Night Stalker on the prowl, looking for more of a dot. Claiming a double. Can he make it a triple? Flying, pathing. Very nice. Night Stalker and escape. Adrian getting low as Wits. Here's some trees sprouting. They found the Wraith King isolated on the backline. Does he have enough to survive? Big stun from Adrian. And we're going to see the Spectral Form activate, but it's not enough. Centaur goes down. And Wraith King. Big fight for his Starbacks.
Yeah, it was. I think the margins in that fight were so close. The Wraith King wasted a lot of time not having detection. So the Glimmer Cape from the Crystal Maiden and even the Remaster were kind of protecting the support, so they lived an extra, you know, like 10 seconds, which is a lot. Like they get this extra second round of spells, maybe a third round off because of these Glimmer Capes, and he's wasting his time. If he was able to pay attention to Ember had to use both his Yules and his BKB and had one remnant left and used it, and so he could have just died at the start of the fight, which would have helped it play out. So it's like these razor thin margins that sure the fight ends up being super favored for SR backs, but I am still not like sold at this 18k. It's a, I don't know if that's a weird thing to say, but this 18k lead doesn't feel like 18,000 gold.
No, it does not, Gunner. And what are some of the reasons you think about it? Just the scaling nature of this Wraith King hero, the global presence of the Silencer, Stampede giving you kind of a free reset.
I think it's the Wraith King has a lot of damage, and I don't know, Silencer just feels like his damage compared to supports is super high.
Right.
Like when you press Arcane Curse and Last Word, it just slowly starts chipping these heroes down.
Sure.
So,
Gunner, something I am really nervous about. This is so nitpicky, but it's gonna have to wait. The Stampede coming out. They found the Night Stalker, gets the BKB TP out. Right now, Dad has his Skull Basher marked for sale. Okay, nice. He changed that. Woo. I was like, he's gonna path by the secret shop, like trying to farm a wave, and his Skull Basher just disappears. It's man, I'm nervous.
that was the quote unquote nitpicky thing. I don't think that's too nitpicky to actually sell a Basher. It's No, I mean, also that change, we were talking about quality of life stuff. Oh,
Having
what
the
a good
courier
quality
pick
of
it up
life.
automatically. Oh my god.
It's
What a
so
delight. Yeah. Do you think Gabe was like, hey guys, I'm having not a lot of fun managing my inventory. How can we make this easier? Someone's like, well, we could mark this thing for sale. It'll pick it up automatically. You ever play Turbo? Oh yeah, I love that. No, thank you,
They do
Gabe.
all these like quality of life, and then they're like, "Oh, yeah, you guys have to craft your own neutral items." Enjoy. No, Don.
Oh, dude, for 3.
Oh, no, Wonder Kid.
Help me. Oh, Wonder
Dire
Kid makes
are
you wonder
scanning.
why you even tried. Look at that damage too.
Radiant's top
That's
tower
a healthy chunk. That skeleton was griefing them, man. That's why Roshan couldn't
Radiant's
stop.
top tower has fallen.
All right. Second Roshan. Aegis and Banner. Gunnar, as you mentioned, this does not feel like an Starbucks team with a 19k lead. Taking Roshan in a time like this, like, oh no. It does get scouted out, but a fight's happening in the mid lane in the meanwhile. Aegis does go down, and let's jump over to the mid. Stampede to help out. Emperor Spirit has already used his BKB, so he's gonna have to be careful here. Almost killed him. Muerta. Oh, a zip. Yeah.
I mean, pretty good. They get Roche. They get the Ember's BKB. They do have to use the Stampede, but I think Stampede is not like the biggest cooldown. It's like you click and you're like, oh no, guys, we wasted Stampede.
Right.
Ideally,
90
yeah, you do
seconds.
want it to counter the darkness or the Dark Ascension.
Yes.
Night Stalker goes and pops ult, you Stampede counter, but it's not the end of the world. This Ember BKB though, this is 50 seconds that he's scared. If he
Right.
gets jumped, he gets stunned, he's dead. 100-0.
Yeah, and even with like having, I'm TeamCompromiso. We use Stampede. I don't have it for like now, like 70 seconds, right? I'm not too worried because as you mentioned, Ember no BKB. We have Aegis. Let him run at us, please. Like try it, you know. So we're starting to get into that territory where the game is getting a little weird. Like we're not even near tier 5 neutrals. And
It's 37 minutes in.
yeah. I feel like there's just been so much Dota packed into these games that like a 37-minute game now is like what a 50 or a 60-minute game used to be.
Yeah.
Just a ton of action. Oh.
I think also it has to do with the gold on the map. There's so much more
Sure.
gold now that this amount of net worth is probably equivalent to like a 50+ minute game 3-4 years ago, like before the map got bigger.
Right.
Just because there's now this entire extra like set of creep camps around the edges of the map. There's like all these tormentors, so there's so many more ways to get gold. I think also the economy did get a change at some point for gold. I think like lane creeps started giving like slightly more gold on average.
Yeah.
Well,
And
there's,
the
like,
introduction of the
high
banner
creeps,
creep
obviously. Yeah.
too. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. You know, inflation hits everybody. Dota hero is the hardest, unfortunately.
Radiant are
You
scanning.
think has there been inflation with the price of items? I don't think so, right? Like most
Soul Ring.
items are
We spoke on that
okay.
yesterday.
There's been some inflation. Soul Rings more expensive.
Shiva's is prohibitively expensive. That recipe
Dyer's bottom
feels like
tower
you're taking
is
out a
under
loan for a
attack.
car, bro. Oh my
Dyer's
god.
structures are fortified.
Okay, there's been some inflation. That's sad to think about that even exists in Dota. Moonshard though, stayed strong. 4,000 gold.
Dude. Buy moon shards.
Dyer's
Buy and
bottom
hold your
tower
moon
is
shards.
under
That's
attack.
the new
Dyer's
standard
bottom
for
tower
our
has fallen.
economy, friends.
Were branches always 50? They were always 50, right? Why do I feel like
Yeah.
they were 35 at some point?
been wanting this.
I feel like I'm making that up.
I also feel like you're making it up, but your
I'm thinking of
knowledge
TP
is
scrolls. TP scrolls were 135. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
135 gold for a TP. Oh no.
Now you get one for dying, bro. I'll just walk in. I'll just give a hero a kill, man. It gives me 100 gold worth of items. Why not? Something else that you get for free, Gunner. Earn charges.
TP runes? Oh.
Also DD runes. Wonder Kid loving that. He also got an arcane most recently, so it's still active even. Ticking on the storm. They are just itching to fight.
Dude, Urn,
Yeah.
I feel like fell off. Urn used to be such a good item, and now it's just kind of like, yeah, I'll buy it. It's okay. Even the Vessel doesn't feel that amazing. I think in the past there were games where you're like, we need someone to buy a Vessel. And it's like a 90-day difference. Now I feel like it's like you still have the guy buy the Vessel. Oh, Ember mid.
Oh my god, a big zip on top of the Emperor after Adrian started it off. BKB, Yules, gonna get rid of the silence, and he gets out. Masterful escape from Leo style as MJZ putting down the freezing field, looking to consume this Aegis, but cancels it. Now on the back line, Frank going in, becoming the tank that you envision yourself to be, raking in, but put baby in a box. See him surviving for now, taunting in with the carnival attraction. 2 down for their first lives, but how romantic. Romeo and Juliet waking up to find each other back in the fray. Dad getting low, Wix is pumping the damage. He's a machine gun as Frank the tank is in the sky. He's your eye on the fight as Wonder Kid zipping out dead for a minute and a half. Is the Wraith King. A big old zip coming from Wonder Kid. The chase is on in the mid lane. Night Stalker gonna join and get the kill on to Panda.
That jump was a little too aggressive. Like if Wraith King's there, yeah, the Ember just dies, but definitely not to Storm Centaur. He can get bursted through this BKB, through the Yules. And I think it just kind of baits the Wraith King into this like really awkward fight that he's not jumping a core. If he jumps these cores, they'll die. Like Night Stalker, Ember, even Nature's Prophet probably dies to like the sustained damage, even the Basher. But I think just a bit greedy on this play, wasting global at the same time.
Nature's got his 3.6k HP. Pick up an AC of his own as well. But yeah, not having that damage present. I even thought Storm had a double damage there. But I mean, Ember, pretty good reductions. The Radiance mischance, the Mage Slayer reduction as well. Very strong. And now, big zip in from Storm, looking for a last ditch defense. Fighting against Mega Creeps now. Adrian will get out safely. Starbucks waking up here in game 2, Gunner. You'll love to see it.
They had their coffee.
They have their coffee, their cafecito, cafezinho. And what's your go-to coffee drink?
I don't drink. I don't drink coffee.
You consider yourself exposed, Gunner.
For what?
He's a fraud, chat. He's a fraud. He's a poser. He's not a true Starbucks fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's okay.
I don't know. I never got into the coffee sector.
Don't start, brother. It's not worth it.
I like chai. I like tea.
Oh, okay. I fuck with some tea. I drink some tea. Yeah. Oh, and you know what else starts with a T? A little Tormy action. Start going to Leo style. Sorry.
Get with me here. No. Get hyped, guys.
I'm with you.
Get with me here. Okay.
Hype.
You know what Radiance disassembles into?
Nullifier.
No. Even better.
What? Halberd.
Even better.
Oh, a butterfly.
A Radiance.
A rapier.
Or not a Radiance. A rapier.
A rapier.
A rapier.
Yes.
I think Dodd needs to do it. He needs to perform the divine rapier.
Go truly divine and go beyond.
Not only did he finally has his BKB, so he's not just gonna get kited every fight.
Oh, you're Wraith King. You get
there's
2
mega creeps. There's mega creeps.
Give the people a show.
Like you gotta do it. Ooh, okay. That's actually. I have an interesting question to ask you. So, I remember Yuma used to say that this Wraith King 25 talent is actually a nerf.
The blast or the Mortal Strike cooldown?
Like even when he was 30, he wouldn't take it because it actually made your hero worse. What are your thoughts on that? Because the reasoning is, I'll give you the logic, and then you can give your opinion. Is that the normal ult actually pierces debuff immunity, the slow. So it's like it'll slow people through a BKB, and the stun does not pierce BKB, and it also not only it not only does it stun, but it removes the slow part of it.
Gunner, I'm gonna turn this discussion on its head. Reincarnation does not pierce debuff immunity any longer.
That's because he. Is that? Are you sure? How sure are you?
Reincarnation pierces debuff immunity. No.
But that's because he took a 25 talent.
Oh, okay. Maybe it changes the tooltip, but we got tools in action here, putting the blicky on him. Nice Doc gonna get out. Amazing escape. Taken to the skies and put baby in the cart. He's got an eggs. He says, hop on, Papa. Take a ride with me.
Okay, that actually changes a lot, the Centaur Eggs, too. Because you can drag him out of the sprout.
Right.
So now it's like your Centaur can grab you and you just run through. All right, Dad, do it. Come on, man. We're all waiting.
Don't be a coward. He wants a swift link, though.
No.
No, I don't like that. So you're telling me, before you take this Wraithfire Blast down at 25, the Reincarnation tooltip will read pierces debuff immunity. Yes.
I think so. That's how it's worked.
Okay.
I don't recall reading. I mean, I can check the changelog. Let's see. Debuff. Yeah, I don't see a changelog for it not working.
Well, if I look at Wraith King in the Heroes tab, I'm mousing over Reincarnation. Ability unit target affects allied heroes, pierces debuff immunity. No. That's I don't know.
I'm looking through every changelog. There's no changelog that has changed it to not being debuff piercing slow.
Gunner, you know the answer. I think we got to get in the lab, brother.
I
think we gotta put on our safety goggles and get involved. Get our hands dirty a little bit. Test out this Wraith King guy, Mr. Leoric, front and center. Ooh, Wraith King would be a Dota principal, I think.
Would he? I think he'd be like some gym teacher. Like all his voice signs are caps.
No, dude, Pudge would be the gym teacher. Pudge would be the gym teacher, like reliving his glory days. Yeah. Or no, he'd be either the gym teacher or the cook. Yeah.
Definitely the cook.
Definitely the cook. Okay. I'll give you that one. All right. But we're going to give it Wits and Aegis. Who gets the refresher? Leo style. 10 remnants to work with. 2 Shivas, 2 BKBs. Are you ready for this?
Oof. Okay, he did it. He disassembled his Radiance.
No! We got a nullifier though, and we're gonna see Night Stalker perhaps nullified for 100 seconds, brought down. Global and BKB on the storm used. Worthwhile.
Okay, no, let's be real. Nullifier is actually better because escape act is dispellable by nullifier. Yes. So is the Yule. So is the Glimmers. There's a Force Staff. So it's Drum Boots. So it's like there's so many things that are actually nullified. It is better. It's just I don't know. It's not as cool.
No, it loses style points, but maybe he doesn't lose the game. I feel like we're gonna be here for another 20 minutes if Compromiso win it though. Maybe I don't know. You gotta get 2 fights.
I think it's gonna be a while.
Yeah. Oh, we see something that's been a long time coming. Wonder Kid going out for another kill. Takes the shrine and Dad hitting the sprout. The right clicks, bouncing with, doing a ton of damage. Put him in the cart, take him to the high ground, and your Uber has arrived. However, Gnek is left behind. Will pierce the veil, trying to survive for a little longer. Force Staff now in 2 seconds. Dad is back in on the CM. She's dead for 70. Dad trying to do some work. Will be reincarnated here. Muerta is dead, and a buyback on the Night Stalker. Carry versus Carry. Who takes the dub? Wits with the Satanic healing up, and still even has the second life. Fighting through his spectral form, but a Yules will control the ghost. And a Starbacks looking to challenge high ground. No buyback on Wraith King.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Banner down. Mega creeps knocking at your door. The Greater Triad.
Radiant's middle tower
And the Nature's Prophet clicking away. Gunner, the ancient beast dismantled. Wonderkid in with the global to back him up here. Adrian running around with the cart fortification, but heroes are dying. 4 dead now on the Radiant. Make it 5. Good game. Galileo coming through. And we got a game 3. Let's go.
What a fun game. I think both games have been pretty good. I think all 3 of their cores are now kind of missing it. Because the Magnus carry doesn't have this like short cooldown playmaking, right? You think of some carries that are playmakers like Alchemist. This guy is just gonna get his blink and he can run around, start fights for you, or I don't know, like a Sven will eventually start doing it. But Magnus does it on a 2-minute cooldown. He can only do it with his RP, and now at least when it was an offlane, you could say, oh, he should go blink and he can make skewer plays. But that's not even a possibility because he's a carry. He doesn't want to just only look for skewer plays.
Do you think this is more of a nod and a tilt of the cap to like the Go Shove meta? This Terrorblade, this sniper, even Magnus to some extent?
I just think they should have put the Terrorblade in the safe lane and the Magnus in the off lane. I think it's also okay if they're doing this for lane setup.
Right.
But even then, I feel like they're pretty interchangeable lanes. I'm not too sure.
The die is cast as the first disruption comes out and banished with the Hex follow up from the chicken fingers. Gets the shield off, pulling him back in. Dad looking for first blood, but Adrian will draw it. And folks, what a way to start off game 3. An elimination match here. We got Compromiso versus the Starbacks. And Gunner, myself, Malibu Jesus, bringing you the action. What a way to start. First blood on your Terrorblade.
Yeah. Also
Tracer
surprising,
corrosion.
Shadow Demon went for the Shadow Servant facet, which is the illusion on death. I think usually people go the other one. They lose the health.
Yes. I play a fair amount of Shadow Demon, and I really enjoy the Prominent Gate.
It doesn't feel like there's a good illusion hero here.
Right.
So.
Yeah. But then also there are no like super beefcake heroes. But oh man, MJZ not getting the chance.
Well,
Neck also getting kind of low. Yeah, this bottom lane is an absolute brawl. MJZ taking another chicken finger to the face. Oh, but Wits has to go back to farm. This, what a facet. And every 15 seconds, free hex.
Chicken fingers?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's for lunch.
It's probably one of the best in the game, honestly. Like, it completely changed the hero.
Right, like
the mass serpent ward's so funny compared to it, but
it's like this is a hero that already trades in an amazing way, right?
Yeah, it's 72 damage, level 1, right now. And let's just give him a free hex. It doesn't cost mana.
Right?
It has a 15-second cooldown. Oh, yep, look, he just hexed. Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah, don't even think about TPing out. He might just be the illusion doing a lot of damage. Yep. And you get the natural order from the reflection, right?
Yes.
So Gnek is going to hit even harder.
Only the magic.
Only the magic. Okay.
Correct. I believe. Oh. I want to say it's only the magic, but maybe illusions work differently because I know his spirit is magic only.
Yeah, armor reduction is centered around the hero, while the magic armor is centered around the astral spirit.
Oh, it looks like the illusion's doing full.
Oh, but bottom lane, real quick, we do see Adrian go down. That damage adds up 2 blink strike charges with the armor reduction. Big burst coming out.
All right, interesting. So yeah, it is actually the full natural order on illusions. So it's both the physical and magic, which is pretty surprising. But I feel like I've seen Elder Titan Core before in like these games. I feel like as a 5th or 6th item, that means Manta has to be good, right? But I don't think I've ever seen Manta.
Right, if you dispel the reflection.
No, just to send your illusions on people.
Oh, yes.
Ooh. Blink Strike?
The illusion has to survive those Blink Strike in 1, but he will get it.
You, my friend, got owned.
Shockwave getting Wit's a little weak, but gonna love that. Bringing out the rest of his boots and a salve, I believe. Nah, just brown boots and a raindrop. But Gunnar taking a sec to look here at mid. You mentioned Puck into Sniper. Not gonna be a good time for Puck. It's Leo Stilo trying to dodge these shrapnels, eating the right clicks, and will lose his courier. Oh, looks like he gets his Tango delivery though.
Nightmare Lane.
Nightmare Lane. And Nightmare continues bottom for both sides. It is a bruiser festival.
I'm
know,
surprised at how much damage Radiant has down here between the Ricky ET. It feels like every time that he like blink strikes in, it probably has to do with this Elder Titan aura that's kind of helping out. They just chunk.
Yeah, it's 55 bonus damage. And I mean the bonus damage is magical.
Look at this.
So taking a look bottom. Yeah.
That was a blink strike
MJC.
and one hit on a TB. It did like 50% of his health.
You have to save those chicken fingers for when you need them. Use them as a little bit of a peel or something for this Ricky when he jumps forward, I think. Which is unfortunate because, you know, the Rasta, you want to trade. Kind of getting some right clicks in, preventing that jump altogether. But changing circumstances, it seems. Oh, all right. Coming up on 5
I feel
minutes.
bad.
Yeah, Sniper 29 and 14. Puck, poor Puck 16 and 1. Oh.
Dire structures.
Oh, Connect making the rotation here. If they can stop Leo Stilo before 6, it's gonna be massive. He gets the jump away. Chicken Finger's not quite coming out yet. Prada with the TP. Puck escapes, but will Prada die in his stead? Bailman Arts landing, creep wave, taking the tower for you. 30 seconds until the power rune. And Puck,
Oh, no problem.
no
He's got a lot of
TP.
healing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you said, you know, hopefully it's before his level 6, but he's lucky he got level 5 first.
Oh, yeah. And just for the point waning rift or phase shift.
I mean, just the fact that it's like
Radiant's top
Just
tower
6 is a
under
long
attack.
dream.
Right, be happy with what you
Barely
get.
5.
So the
Still
Abbot
here in the
dying at the
shadow?
top. Oh my god, he just is not leaving. Babysits the shield rune. Wonder Kid picks it up here. You were having problems before on the Puck, and you're gonna have them even more now. Taking half
He
of the
just
Puck's
came back to the
health.
lane.
Yep. That's so brutal.
Sniper's out.
Sniper's out. So Gunnar, the safe lane, the lane's getting changed with the most recent patch. These cheeky ward spots popping up. Skyjax, can we take a look at the top side of the map, please? Just out by the secret shop. So just a little north of Prada here, we see this great observer ward. Sees a lot, you know, rotations from the mid laner. Anybody going in and out of the triangle for stacks. Have you noticed any other good ward spots popping up with the recent changes?
I think it's always interesting to see the Tormentor wards.
Sure.
Like, sometimes people like double ward it, which I always think is funny. They're like, wards so close that when people place a sentry, they just get both D-wards at once.
Right.
But a lot of these like back camps are getting warded, like the ones in this like river area. And there's been a lot of pickoffs. The fights end up happening there a lot. I think especially this like cliff behind the tier 1s. There's fights there on then like behind these tier 2. I don't know, these like frog creeps just create fights there and they always are ravaging people. It's fun
Yeah, you
to
have
see
a free stun. You know, you got a free catch already built in. Now, Gunnar, walk
towards our friends that play core out there. They don't bother warding. Why would MJZ place this Tormentor ward on the bottom side? What benefit does a position 5 support gather from placing that observer ward?
It's just for the gate.
Yeah, just sharing knowledge out there for our pals.
I mean, it's just a gate to switch between lanes. It got nerfed a bit because of how the map works, which is, it's like part of me thinks it's a good thing that lanes are now actually more 2v2s and there's not these like rotations. But it also made it sad because I thought having this layer of a teleport between the side lanes was like super cool for the laning stage. That, you know, the carry's missing. Is the carry ganking my lane, or is he farming the small camp? Like this 2v2 starting to turn into a 4v2 now. It doesn't happen as much in the first 5 or 6 minutes, but it's still a possibility, you know, at this like 6, 7, 8 minute mark to just go gate, gank the enemy safe lane.
Yeah, especially if the catapult manages to survive until you get all your heroes there. It's certainly a very easy way to take a tower if you win the fight. But we do have going ready, and we are back underway here. Bottom side of the map, Connect level 4 on the roster. Terrorblade as well. Wits pulling ahead though, experience-wise, level 5. Will be going for his own Orb of Corrosion.
Top lane God. It's so
Top
low.
lane.
He went down to I think 10 health before the Lotus.
Yeah.
I don't know. He won't die to a Impalement Art.
What is that? Level 2. Yeah. Morbid Mask already purchased on Magnus. Open to lifesteal. Keep himself sustained here in the lane. One last tango to share on the Shadow Demon as well. That should be right as rain. Ooh, so Gunner. Oh yeah, let's check it out. Bottom. Woods goes in, but has to get out right away after the meta is popped. Looks like that is a recent activation. Yep.
Yeah, he popped it. They were kind of getting gone on. He's just saving a Shadow Shaman.
I think you keep the Shadow Shaman alive, you probably win any trade that comes up.
Yeah, as long as he's there, because there's not really a good stun on the Elder Titan. Like, sure, he can Echo Stomp eventually, but it's still going to be, you know, there's like a channel time to that.
Right.
And it means that you get this few extra seconds.
Can we take a look top, please? Panda has the haste room. Oh, but bottom actually, yeah, bottom. Ricky getting out a soft reset here with the stomp, buying plenty of time. Adrian very low as the TP comes in, not even needed. A lot of damage being pumped here, and Wits now level 6. Walking at that Rasta.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And then top Prada does go
Radiant's
down.
middle tower is under
Somehow the
attack.
trade ended up being so good that the entire enemy safe lane
Dire's
TP'd out
bottom
though
tower
to
is
kill
under
him.
attack.
Because Frank on the Abba was kind of primed to kill them both. Which is a decent trade. Like you force 2
Radiant's
people to
middle
leave.
tower is under attack.
That's so much space. And I know, like, prior, like, this lane has been pretty challenged, and we do see Ganek showing up to challenge the Abba even further. Double Hex with the chicken fingers. But no shackles.
It probably wasn't a kill anyway, just because Abba can just ult off the shackle. So slight wishful thinking.
Yeah, at best. But I know Leo's still really enjoying being involved in those kills bottom after he's just been suffering here against Wonder Kid in the mid lane.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And now, the Pew Pew against the tier 1 tower, outranging it. Gathering here. I know, right? Real talk, do you think this cosmetic is too cool for Sniper?
Are scanning.
I mean, it's super sick.
Yeah.
I think it's. I genuinely think it's bad though, because
okay.
it makes the tracers of your bullets way easier to track.
Sure. But what about with Gilly's suit up here in the fog?
Yeah, with ghillie suit, sometimes it's actually hard to see where the sniper's standing, because you can't see his bullets. They're like really fast.
Right.
And with this, it's like, oh, okay, I see this purple line coming from this
there.
direction.
Right.
This the sniper setting. So I actually think this is a negative to win.
A pay to lose. Yeah,
If I had
$200 to lose, by the way.
If I had it, I would use it.
Yeah. Me too. So if you're out there listening, you want to get a little birthday present for Gunner coming up. I know it's tomorrow, right? Wink, wink.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Be sure to hook your boy up. Wink, wink.
Radiant's bottom tower has
Could be a
fallen.
nice drop. Just saying, chat. But here, what the hell is happening down here? Rotation. Okay. I saw the Elder Titan walking back that far. Just like, what?
Just a little creep wave.
Just a little creep wave. Top side though. A little creep wave, a little Magnus, a little ABBA action. Battle of the melee metapods coming to you. And it seems like we just kind of hitting a bit of a lull here.
Yeah, I would say it's Dire's winning, but they again their cores are just trash at making moves. they're all just witnesses to the game. They're along for the ride. And Radiant, who actually does have cores that can make moves between like the Ricky and the Puck, both of them are not having great games.
No. I feel like that's almost an understatement. Puck, how much? 1,000 behind the sniper.
Yeah.
Ricky about 900 behind, almost a full 1,000 behind the Magnus. Brutal, but yeah. So Dire, to bear witness to this game, do you just walk down lanes like slowly over time whenever it's reasonable? Is that how you kind of play your game?
Yeah, to some extent. I think so.
Okay. Farm until critical mass, and then let them dive your sniper and win.
What did you expect?
Yeah, eventually you're gonna win the game. Adrian's going for the pipe, which I've always loved this build on TV. Like ever since I started playing TV offlane, the pipe build has been my favorite for the
Radiant's
offlane.
top tower is under attack.
Oh yeah.
It's not gonna save him here because it's not done yet.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Wow, big move from not only the Puck but the Ricky as well. They get involved. They find Adrian. No pipe just yet, young man. Gunner, quick mechanics
Radiant's
question
top
for you.
tower
Ripper's
is under
Lash.
attack.
Does it count
Dire's
illusions
structures.
as
Radiant's
heroes or
top
creeps?
tower has fallen.
I think heroes.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
So
Radiant's
a great
top
pickup here
tower
for the
is
Terra
under
Blade.
attack. Dire's
Holding him in
bottom
place,
tower
trying
is
to
under attack.
pop that ult, but he will not skill it before he needs to. The discipline from Frank.
Just wait till he gets hexed.
Respect him. Yeah. Waiting for more. Are they going to play here until Wisdom Shrine spawns?
They probably want to try it.
Oh my.
All right.
Walks out, phase boots, good item.
Why'd he cancel it? Why'd he cancel it? Oh my, he had him. He shackled him after the ammo. He canceled itself.
Yeah. Nobody's nerfed, right? That's the easiest Wisdom Shrine you ever did
Dire's
see
middle tower is under
coming
attack.
up. But Ringmaster will be sniping it for Starbacks on the opposite side of the map. So, you know, tit for tat. And you don't have to worry about losing any towers to snakes, at least. That's Nope. Disruption coming out. Leia style.
Radiant's courier has been
Shackled
killed.
up and gonna get out of here.
All right,
Illusion
what kind of
Rune.
question for you?
And Wish Blade. Oh god. Okay, I'm ready.
How does the Magnus Facet work with Morphling?
How does the Magnus Facet work with Morphling? Does he get the bonus while morphed as Mag, but then loses it when he changes back to his water form?
That is correct. It actually griefed Yutoro in a DreamLeague Season 25 match. It
Really?
was like right after the patch that added this facet, and he picked Morph because Morph used to be one of the like really good carry matchups for his Magnus, because
Okay.
you empower yourself, you get the like super powered empower, because like you know when Magnus casts it on himself, it's like stronger,
Right.
and
Big
you can train
bonus.
to the morph
Radiant
form,
are
have like the
scanning.
400 base damage that Morph gets because of all the agility,
Right.
and you would just hit so hard. And I watched him. He turned into Magnus and kept trying to cast it on himself, like the empower, and you can't cast it on yourself with this facet. It literally doesn't allow you to. And so
Oh my
he
god,
just
because
You
It
just
should
stop
just be
turning
on you
into madness.
naturally, right?
Correct, yeah.
What a
So
nightmare, because those spells are so good, too.
Yeah. So you could use the Q and the E, but it's kind of like the main reason you do it is for the empower on yourself.
Right, yeah, you
as a
want
core.
to hit like a truck. And we'll see if this truck stops here for Adrian. Taunted, silenced, and dead.
These deaths are
Or
going to
Yara.
add up.
Yeah,
For
that's
Adrian.
that was the second most recent death, but he died twice during lane when it was a bit of a brawl back and forth. But
He's pipe now, so he's got his timing. This is like the go time for Terrorblade offlane. It's like you get your pipe, now you have infinite armor, you have infinite magic resistance, you have this barriers almost always gonna let you ult. Your team fighting is really good. So yeah, you're gonna sunder off. Ooh, the Tormentor almost gets a double kill.
almost. We'll see a stomp come out.
That spirit
No
almost
way.
clipped the Shadow Shaman. So close.
Dire's middle tower is under
Shard does
attack.
come out, rewarded to connect, and Elder Titan steps up, gets the counter reward, but I feel like to give up his life for it. Product nearby, but not close
Was
enough.
it worth your life to try for my own?
Wit's looking for a straggler. Rasta quite low.
I don't think they go.
Dire's middle tower
No.
is under attack.
No, Connect does have a
Dire's
sentry
middle
down
tower
also,
has
so
fallen.
could be disastrous. Ricky gets spotted out. And that's a very quick Aghanim Scepter. Rushed on the Ricky.
Yep. It's because of his facet.
find myself
Right.
strangely drawn to
The
this
Agi bonus.
odd configuration.
Yeah, like he farms super fast with the Ags. You one-shot creep waves with it, and then every time that you get a last hit's cooldown also goes down. So they finally invented a way for Ricky to be able to have a farming
To be
tool, but it doesn't make it broken
playable.
for players. Yeah.
Right.
Ooh, Frank?
You know, only had to wait a couple years for it, right? Nice TP from Frank.
A couple decades.
Couple decades. But you know, those Valve devs are working overtime. They lost part of their team to old
Dire's bottom
deadlock,
tower
but
is under
they're
attack.
still persistent.
Visibility.
Going forward, trying to make all the heroes relevant, playable in certain cases. Kind of love them. But 3-person smoke coming out here from TeamCompromiso. Unwilling to compromise, skewering back. Abaddon, Frank the Tank is pulled up and he's hexed and dead.
Radiant's
borrowed
middle
time
tower
today.
is under attack. Dire's bottom
Brutal.
tower is under
And
attack.
that's got to be a tier 2.
Radiant's top tower is
Right?
under attack.
Yeah.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's structures
fortification.
are fortified.
I don't think
Match.
they fight this on Astrovex.
No. Especially with the
Dire's
snakes
bottom
down.
tower
But yeah,
is
Gunner,
under
it seems like the Starbucks losing a little bit of the steam they picked up in game 2.
Radiant's top tower.
Yeah,
has
I
fallen.
think this mid matchup, this Puck Sniper, was super bad for the way they wanted this early game to go. And then, I don't know if they were
Dire's
kind of
bottom tower is
making the
under
choice to not
attack.
make any moves, or it kind of just occurred. Like, sometimes when you're behind, they struggle to make moves. They killed the Terrorblade a few times, but I still don't think it was enough based on...
This is an insane positioning.
Radiant's
That
turret
gets found
has
out,
been killed.
feared, silenced, gets the dust off chicken. Foul play coming out, but he is dead. And now Product gets into the pit. Leash coming out into the Wheel of Wonder with a stomp afterwards. They're afraid, they're scared. The big Earth Splitter coming in. Adrian suffering at the hands of the Starbacks.
Top tower is under attack.
Getting 2 wits, starting to snowball. Getting some love here from all these kills.
Yeah, he's looking... I mean, the Ricky's looking good. I think this hero definitely... I really like when heroes are stable, as opposed to these, like, stompy heroes. Like, having the ability to farm, I think is just such an integral part to Dota heroes in this current day and age, that if you
Sure.
don't have a built-in farming tool, or, like, an item path that supplements it, I think
You are
your
not a
hero's
core.
just gonna be... Yeah, you can't be a core. And so every hero, if you're melee, you either have to have a built-in Battle Fury almost, or you buy Battle Fury. Or Radiance.
Are scanning.
And then, you know, for ranged heroes, you have to be able to be happy with Maelstrom, usually.
Okay.
And so Ricky, it's like you don't want to buy a Maelstrom, this guy. People did try the Battle Fury experiment a decent time ago. But I think the other issue with that is
You lose your backstab, right?
yeah, the issue with Ricky farming has always been you can't backstab creeps while farming.
Yeah.
It's like this whole struggle, but I think now that it's like, oh yeah, you can effectively they found a way to let you backstab creeps, farm them efficiently. It's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
And he's
So
owning.
while
He's
you're
306, 100% kill participation. He's about to finish his Manta. I don't, and again, he also does scale to the Shadow Demon, so he might, like, he is the hope, I would say, for Estar backs in this game.
Yeah. Silence can come into play big time as well. As you mentioned, disrupting actionable items or spells of allies once they're in the smoke cloud. Do you the change to smoke cloud where like towers don't miss so much anymore, or it's like other units don't get evasion? Is that how it went?
Yes,
Smoke
but they were
screen no
very
longer
much-
buffs allies.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
what it used to be was that if you're standing in the smoke screen, it would be the same effect as if an enemy was standing in it. Because
Right.
it would allow you to like cast on yourself, and even range heroes would kind of have like a mischance hitting in, but they've removed that. Because
Gotcha.
it was broken. Because if it was 2 melee heroes were in it, I think it would like stack on itself, so they'd have a 75% mischance, and you'd have a 75% like evasion chance, which is like crazy.
Holy. Yeah.
yeah, thankfully that's
Good
been-
luck.
Under attack.
I also think the reason it was kind of stupid with that was because even if they BKB'd, if you were in the smoke cloud, you'd still get like the buff. So you had to buy an MKB for it.
Right, because it's not a debuff that you're removing at that point.
It was like
From
both.
the-
It was a debuff and a buff.
Dire are
Right.
scanning.
But BKB's not going to do anything against the enemy's buff.
Radiant are scanning.
Correct.
Right. Gotcha. Damn. But, you know, despite all of that, Ricky still playable.
Configuration of activity.
Kappa. So
Oh, I
Aegis,
think he definitely looks good.
yeah. Wits 3, 0, and 6, but we touched on the kill streak gold. If you manage to kill this Ricky, that 5k lead gonna jump. Another cheeky ward here just to the south, the Magnus Panda on the little cliff. Love that spot. It's like a counterbalance to the Watcher just across the river.
You see everything.
Yeah.
Silence.
Now, is this a farming Aegis gunner for Compromiso? Just looking to pull further ahead?
Yeah, I mean, ideally you want your Aegis to never purely be a farming Aegis. You like want something out of it, like even a kill here or there, or like map control or a tower. But
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
they're the draft that is fine if nothing happens. Like they should continue to scale, continue to get stronger and stronger. Like I would say the late game favors them. Estar back's late game's decent. I think between specifically Puck and Elder Titan. Like if we
Radiant's
fast forward,
bottom tower
you know,
is under
100-minute
attack.
game, everyone's 6 slotted, has Ags, Refresher, and buys.
Structures are fortified.
I definitely think Estar backs has the advantage, but the way that Dota usually goes when you talk about like how does these teams scale, it's at 40 minutes which team's going to be ahead in gold, at 50 minutes which team's going to be ahead 15-20,000 gold, and I think it's just more realistic that Compromiso is ahead
Dire's
that
top
much,
tower is under
and so they
attack.
have like the quote-unquote late game, the early late game to put it that
Right.
way.
Yeah, right now, 6k lead. And we're just at 24 minutes, so I don't think it's unreasonable that by 35 minutes, if this pace keeps up, that easily grows to 10. You know, just they're able to smother the map. Terribly Illusion's pushing in a little bit. Now with all these towers starting to go down, you have free passage kind of through the middle of the map as well. So our itemization paths here. Anything out of the ordinary?
Radiant's middle tower
Nothing out of
is
the
under
ordinary, I would say.
attack.
The Lincoln's is a bit quote-unquote out of the ordinary, but it's just for the Shadow Shaman, so he doesn't get picked off.
Right.
As far as Ricky goes, the Nullifier is somewhat interesting, I would say, but I think it's just for the like Force Staff on the
Radiant's
Sniper,
middle tower is
the
under
Hurricane Pike,
attack.
and maybe the Glimmer.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And for Compromiso, again, most people are just going kind of the standard items these days. I feel like it's hard to be super unique with the item builds a lot of the time. Just because there's some items that just feel really, really strong.
Will Nullifier take off the foul play? It's breakable from Shadow Shaman.
Yeah, it should.
Okay.
I don't think that's worth the, like, if that's the only reason you're buying Nullifier, it's worth, but yeah, it should. I think it kind of just works like an Aeon Disc. It has the same animation, so I'd assume.
Sure. Oh, okay, Coil coming out, and Panda not out, walking into the trap of the Starbacks, will go down. Wits picks up another kill, but dust from Connect will make him quite vulnerable to Hex, and a Lincoln applied to him. A good share. Yeah, the Splitter comes in, put in the box temporarily, and now Dad is in the middle of the fray, looking for the Abaddon, but Frank hits the ult and Connect very low as Wits resets on the outskirts of the fight. A nice BKB Magnus cleaving into the Abaddon will be enough damage to bring him down.
Trampled.
And a reset as Wits trying to find a vulnerable target. Maybe scouting for the puck. But no one's quite vulnerable enough.
That was so close to being just so many kills. The Rick is actually pumping out so much damage with his like tricks of the trade. He's finally got the 15 talent, so it's bonus 150 agility whenever he's in that tricks of the trade.
But it's not who I would want to walk into in a dark alleyway, you know.
Dire are scanning.
Some big guy with 150 agility. Not my 1v1 target. What's that? Oh, dude, he's going for a Revenant's Brooch as well.
Yeah.
Get a little bit of magic crit going through the armor of the Terrorblade.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he just needs damage. Whatever provides him the most damage. I think people used to spam butterflies on Ricky. Or it's like a lot of the straight agility items are not that good though to just buy. Like you don't really want to buy a butterfly because you're stacking evasion on your Q, so it makes MKB more value. You don't buy a swift blink because you have a built-in blink. And then like what even else is there? There's I guess disperser. Like the upgraded diffusal blade.
Yeah.
But that he ended up skipping diffusal. I think that's probably like the most standard path for Ricky's.
Radiant are
But
scanning.
he's not going it.
You ever a Scotty contains a little bit of agility just with the ultimate orb? Not a ton though. But do you need that
Scotty's
this game?
okay. It's not a great Scotty game. Like, usually you want to buy versus like ranged carries that kind of have to move around. But then you want like anti-kite or heal. But like Magnus doesn't really care. Terrorblade I don't think is something you need to itemize for, and Sniper doesn't move. He's stuck. He's already Scotty slowed permanently.
All right. Professor
He
X
doesn't jump mid, though.
wheeling around. Oh.
Oh my god, there's so many wards and sentries that come place. There's smoke popped and smokes are into like I need to see the river. What's happening?
Right. We gotta know, guys. Those trees to the north of that top observer ward block a crucial part of vision too. Shard went to Elder Titan, played by MJZ, so lower Echo stop cooldown. Oh, what a nice Tame the Beast there. Into the Spirit, bro, the stop. Yeah, they lose both of those obs. That's a hefty amount of gold going to Connect. Nearly 500. Working on that Glimmer build up. Ricky gonna go for the Nullifier after this Revenant's Brooch. Good pickup, get some flat damage. Gunner, question I had for you. Tricks of the Trade, it's capped to 4 attacks, right? You
Dire's
can't get...
bottom tower is under attack.
Double damage.
No, it's 5 now.
Oh, it's 5? Okay. Well, hold that thought. Abaddon is locked down.
Not silenced though, so he's able to pop that ult, but will be disrupted, banished to the Nether Realm, and now gets to blink out. Oh, what a timing. And a great reset here. Puck is in, orbing out, will reset safely, not wanting to fight into the amplified damage rune.
All right, talk to me about Tricks of the Trade.
All right, so sorry. Yeah, attack count 5 after getting the axe upgrade. I was wondering, let's see. So duration is 2 seconds. If you increase your base attack speed, does that affect it at all? Like, would it shorten the duration, but keep the attacks the same, or is the duration like default and will not budge from 2 seconds?
The duration static is 2. And so when you buy the Ags, it attacks faster. That's why it's attacking faster. It's because of the Ags. Because now instead of fitting in 4 attacks in 2 seconds, it's 5 in 2 seconds.
Right, the interval shrinks.
Radiant are scanning.
I think it's every 0.4.
Gotcha.
It's like 0.4.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not so much like the Jug, which has that fixed duration, but attack speed will increase the number of attacks that happen.
Correct. Yeah.
But, yeah, gotcha. Oh, dude, coddle Ricky when. Get that Tricks of the Trade cooldown lowered even more. Yeah.
I mean, he used to have a 25 talent, I think. That was like minus 6 seconds cooldown on it.
Oh,
that
would be wicked. Octarine would take a fair amount of time off, but I don't know if that's something you want to build up.
Yeah, you don't really want to buy it.
No.
The basic Dispel one's really good though.
Oh yeah, especially when you get Manta already. Especially with the how common a silencer is right now.
Yeah, you can't use it during silence, but you can use it during like words or slow stuff like that. The big one is actually Puck. Ends up being really bad versus Ricky late game because you can just break the coil with the Tricks of the Trade.
Right, you suffer no consequences after having broken it. But the second Roshan suffering here at the hands of the Dire. Will Radiant make a move to Starbucks? Yeah. They show up to the party uninvited and don't have a ticket to get in. Oh, but Prada, hey, you know, they say, you're cool, you can come with us.
What did you expect?
Dead for 40.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the kind of party I want to go to.
Oh yeah, I mean, a little initiation ritual happens, you know. Prada's now one of the Dire as a Wits. Also, seems to have found his invite. Steps right up to the RP. And will he get out? Does the dust expire? Or the Manta actually got it off him and he's out of the range, but the Connect does find him. The Ravage from the creep coming out when you need it the most. These are paid agents. Gunner, did you saw that? The Croaker? The Croaker?
The frogs are the best. There's nothing to say, you know.
Frogs
big frog fan here. Yeah, I'm a big frog fan. Yeah.
Now, are you more of like a bullfrog or more like one of the ones that you'd find in the rainforest? You know, like a poison dart frog.
Rainforest.
Rainforest, okay.
Like the what is it, like the red tree frog? The red-eye tree frog?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Red-eye tree frog. No.
Red-eye tree frog. No.
Red-eye tree frog.
That's not a real thing.
It is. They're like the cute ones. They're cute little guys.
You gotta name your next pet Red-eye tree frog, and it's like a cat or a turtle. Like what the hell?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
You know, pets. I think I read this. I think you're supposed to name them something with 2 syllables.
Just an artist.
Really?
Is the best for like at least for dogs. I think just for their ability to understand their name and like hear it.
Gunner!
It's best as 2
Gunner!
syllables.
Gunner, come here. Right?
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is under
I think it's because it's like it's 2 different sounds, so the dog can like kind of process it differently. Something like that.
Sure.
Keep it in mind, chat.
Pattern lines up. Keep that in mind for your next rescue. Remember, adopt, don't shop. As they look to going to be in the market for a new tier 3 tower here on the side of the Starbucks. Connect looking for the high ground jump. Hexing, and now Leo Style providing a little cover. With the blink and the orb out, but a tier 3 broken down. Barracks soon to follow. Prada is smoked up. Looking for the jump here. They go in with the coil stunned and eliminated on the Magnus. Aegis is on the sniper and might get consumed here. Earth Splitter coming out from the right side as the sniper gives up his first life. Gannett forced to run away. Panda gets the dispel on the puck, and Wonder Kid hits the grenade. Disarm on the Ricky, but my friends, he's in the tricks of the trade with the smoke cloud afterwards. 3 heroes down, maybe make it 4 as he is revealed. Foul play coming out, no chicken fingers today. Only the Shadow Shaman, or the Shadow Demon survives.
Wow, that's a big throw.
That's a big throw.
I think you can kind of like see it coming. You can kind of sense it when the puck like jumps in 2 or 3 times and like starts kind of chipping their health slowly, and you still feel confident. Like, guys, we have Aegis, we have Pipe. The abilities are also dying really fast with the Serpent Wards. So you're kind of like, oh, we got time. Like, we're gonna kill the Rax, we're gonna get out. But it's like this final jump when the Rax is low. It's just too much, and then one person dies in these high ground pushes. It instantly becomes like a 5v4. It's over. It's like so hard to kind of come back in that fight when you're already getting chipped down.
Right.
I don't think that's worth it at all for this Rax. Like, you much would have rather farmed.
No, this is a team that can certainly defend one lane of Rax.
Some people call you friend.
And now net worth peaking in favor of Starbucks. We're starting to see the cores really flourish, coming online. Able to move across the map and get active. And that fight was enough for a full nullifier purchase on the Ricky. We'll be going for the butterfly next.
And I mean, this nullifier is gonna let him kill the supports pretty much instantaneously. His damage on the sniper too was like super surprising. I did not expect him to just kind of deal with him. Yeah.
Right. And I mean, concussive grenade, you have workarounds with tricks of the trade, with Mantis style as well. This is all pre-25, so the disarm is just really ruled out of the equation. Full Parasma finish on the puck as well, going for the Octarine. There's something that's still a little lackluster, the Guardian support.
It's scary.
Do you think
now.
it's over?
Not over, but it's definitely in the favor of Starbucks. And Compromiso's in this like back foot position, and I don't think they're ever gonna recover from it unless they like super stomp a fight.
Right.
Just because even if like they get a net worth lead, like let's say somehow they're able to out farm at Starbucks and they get back this like 5-6k gold lead, it's not due to Starbucks being poor. You know, they're already getting all their big items. Like the Parasma on Puck is massive, along with the Octarine core. The Nullifier is really big. Like at this point, you have every item you need. You have another Nullifier on Frank as well, like a second Nullifier, and I think it's scary when these kind of core items get. Ooh, you catch him mid?
Yeah. Puck maybe caught, but gets to the tree line, and now Connect gonna pay for it or forward into the coil. And the Wheel of Wonder is out to play. Step right up, grab your ticket to the death of Connect. Now down. The 4v5 is Twitch walking forward. He's silenced up, will jump forward and gets pulled in with the RP. Dead for 90. An absolute reversal of fortune for his Starback. Their splitter coming out. Won't really have too much effect. And Dad looking for Abaddon. Panda giving him the necessary vision. Will bring him down with the assassinate ripping through the wind.
That was kind of weird. He got orchided, I think, by the Terrorblade. And then, I don't know if he just wasn't expecting it or wasn't ready, but he didn't Manta. Like, at all.
No,
he could have Manta, press tricks of the trade, kind of kited the fight out, but he just kind of existed in this orchid the whole time and then just got RP'd and killed. Maybe he was expecting a Abba shield to kind of bail him out of that, but that's kind of a massive misplay.
Agreed. And Ricky does have to buy back here for this high ground defense. Tier 3 is dismantled. The leash onto 3 with the Dream Coil. Temporary banish for Dad. Buy him a little bit of cover. Gonna see a soft reset here from Compromiso. Not out of the woods just yet. Puck looking forward, and he gets hexed and silenced immediately. There's no one to follow up. What is he doing?
There's no buyback.
Oh, Starbucks, we're so not a Starbucks. And the tip coming out. Oh my god, this cannot be how it ends, Gunner. He's 60. Okay, he's 60 gold short. So you lose the bottom lane for sure.
You should do the bottle thing. If you drop your bottle, your teammates can deny it because it's considered like a consumable, and then it gives you
lowers your net worth, right? And shortens your buyback cost. Oh, he does have it now.
It's got a bounty.
Okay, nice. Good job, Witz. A good teammate looking out. Silence on Adrian. Gets out of the smoke cloud here. And the Shadow Demon is silenced up. Sunder coming out to get a little bit of HP back. The Shadow Demon dead. Now it's a 5v4. Make it a 5v3. Terribly goes down. Looking for more. Big concussive grenade, but it's not going to be enough. Sniper dead for 78. I'm on a roller coaster, Gunner. Are you sitting beside me? I'm starting to get whiplash.
This is... I don't know who's going to win anymore.
This is South American Dota, baby. Anything can happen. You love it. You showed up to watch it. And now you're along for the ride, my friends. Oh my god. Roshan is up. Would be a good time to take it. Well, I think it's the third Roshan, so refresher, cheese, at stake, as well as the Aegis and banner. You go double coil here or double ABBA ult?
Double coil.
What do you think?
The double coil is super crazy. Also, he doesn't have his Ags yet, but if you ever get it, you can just like overlap it so that once they break the first coil, you coil them again, and they're just getting hit by two at the same time.
Oh my god. Yeah. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, Puck gets the refresher shard. And the cheese. Ags on, Aegis on the Ricky. What is our buyback status? Got it on the ABBA, Ringmaster, the Magnus, and the Shadow Demon. A couple hundred gold away. Got 3. Looks like ABBA just lost buyback status, purchasing the point booster. We'll likely get it back before this next fight, though. So, Gunner, Starbacks down 2 lanes, but their ability to fight still very real, as just witnessed. Does this lane pressure start to add up against them, or are they equipped to handle it?
It definitely adds up over time, but it's not something that like swings the favor away from them. Sure. Like, the mega creeps are the big one.
We're gonna have a brawl. Dad gets Abaddon, pulls him out. Puck Leo style showing up. The Hex is there, but he's able to keep the ult off the coil back. They're on top of the sniper. You gotta keep Cardell alive. The attack's adding up. Put him in the box and save him. But Puck goes down. Ricky, 2 first life used. MJZ putting in a lot of damage with that Ags, but the Hex on the Ricky preventing a lion's share of the damage from escaping. He's gonna have the Manta Dispel here. You gotta use a trick through the trade. You got 2 Blink charges to work with. And it's not gonna happen.
What did you expect?
A full 5 are alive while you lose everybody on a Starbacks. And Gunner, that might be all she
wrote. It looks like such a good start. The ABBA gets skewered in, like bait everyone. Now we have full vision, and then somehow it turns from them starting on ABBA, you know, like not a bad initiation, but you get full vision in your team into a 3-man RP. Like Dodd gets all the cores. He kills the Puck. He kills the Ricky.
Right.
And that might just be it. There's no buybacks for them.
Gunner, this is it. Starbucks facing elimination. Just your Elder Titan and your Ringmaster. The world, my man. They have. Oh, he's going in, channeling the Echo Stomp. He's found Wonder Kid on top of him. Concussive grenade, not gonna disarm him. What's the Sunder doing it all? And GG is called as Starbacks are eliminated. They will not be attending Dream League Season 26. And Compromiso continuing on their lower bracket run will advance to the lower bracket semifinals.